This evening now marks 3 weeks since the election, and tonight the transition is now officially underway. President-elect Joe Biden acting quickly, introducing today the first 6 members of his national security and foreign policy team, making historic choices. And you will hear from them the change in tone already and what each of them signaled. President Trump announcing today with little notice that he would hold a briefing at the White House, and it was brief. About 64 seconds long, he took no questions, celebrating the stock market that he said would crash if Joe Biden was elected. We have both parts covered. ABC's Rachel Scott at Biden Transition Headquarters in Delaware.
With the transition finally underway, President-elect Joe Biden today unveiling much of his national security team with a clear message. The era of America First is over, and we're ready to work with our allies again.
It's a team that reflects the fact that America is back, ready to lead the world, not retreat from it.
President Trump's name mentioned not even once, but everything about today's event amounted to a sharp rebuke. On stage, everyone socially distanced and in masks. The podium wiped down after each speaker. Most of Biden's nominees, Washington veterans he's worked with for years. Longtime aide Tony Blinken, now up for Secretary of State.
As the president-elect said, we can't solve all of the world's problems alone. We need to be working with other countries. We need their cooperation. We need their partnership.
Biden's nominee for ambassador to the United Nations, Linda Thomas Greenfield, a 35-year veteran of the State Department.
I want to say to you, America is back. Multilateralism is back. Diplomacy is back.
Homeland Security nominee Alejandro Mayorkas, the first Latino nominated for the post, and the son of immigrants, setting a new tone.
The Department of Homeland Security has a noble mission to help keep us safe and to advance our proud history as a country of welcome.
And Avril Haines, the first woman nominated as Director of National Intelligence, a role that became politicized under Trump.
Mr. President-elect, you know that I have never shied away from speaking truth to power.
The president-elect also tapping his longtime friend John Kerry for a new position, climate czar, with a permanent seat on the National Security Council.
President Joe Biden will trust in God, and he will also trust in science to guide our work on Earth to protect God's creation.
With the transition now underway, Biden will soon receive national security briefings.
They've been very forthcoming, offering all access, and so we're going to be starting those on a regular basis.
But no contact yet from President Trump.
Mr. President-elect, will you meet with President Trump?
Thanks, guys.
Let's get to Rachel Scott with us live from Wilmington tonight. And Rachel, the election, as I mentioned 3 weeks ago tonight, feels like a long time ago. The transition only beginning last night officially, but tonight you're learning the Biden team already now speaking with all federal agencies and that they've been in touch with Dr. Fauci as well.
Yeah, that's right, David. President-elect Joe Biden saying as soon as those federal agencies were given the green light, the outreach was immediate and sincere. His team now in touch with Dr. Anthony Fauci and Operation Warp Speed about plans to distribute a coronavirus vaccine. And of course, David, this does open the door for Joe Biden to start getting those critical and classified national security briefings. David?
Rachel Scott live in Wilmington for us. Rachel, thank you. And as I mentioned, the president suddenly holding a briefing today at the White House. It lasted just 64 seconds, and it came amid a rise on Wall Street. The Dow soaring today, topping 30,000 for the first time in history. The president came before the cameras to celebrate the Dow after repeatedly saying the market would crash if Joe Biden was elected. Wall Street analysts tonight saying the transition now underway helped fuel it. Here's what the president said.
The stock market's just broken 30,000. Never been broken, that number. That's a sacred number, 30,000. Nobody thought they'd ever see it. And I just want to congratulate all the people within the administration that work so hard. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the people of our country.
The president left without taking any questions, but John Carl takes the questions. He's right here tonight live in Washington again. John, I know you were in the briefing room. We know the transfer of power now officially underway. You were reporting live on the Air Force last night as this was all underway. President Trump, though, still hasn't conceded. So what's the thinking right now inside the White House? What are you learning?
Well, David, I'm told the president's spending a lot of time in the private dining room right next to the Oval Office. He's talking to friends and supporters at all hours of the day and into the evening. I'm told he is coming around to the reality that Joe Biden will be the next president. But as one of those who has spoken to the president regularly over these past 3 weeks, put it to me, quote, This is a man who can't say he is sorry and who can't say he lost. He needs the world to believe it was stolen from him. So I'm told to expect the lawsuits will continue right until the bitter end. And the president is telling his friends and supporters that he is not going to leave the world of politics no matter what happens. In fact, one person who I spoke to today said that the president told him flatly he intends to run for president again. David.
John Carl with us tonight. John, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.